Jurgen, first of all, after the problems that Manchester City had on their approach to Anfield, what did you make of the team bus on their way home stopping to help a Liverpool fan who'd been injured at pretty much the same spot where they had the trouble before the game?
A perfect example for how it should be. It's not, can't take things like for granted, but I have to say first of all, again, apologies for what happened before the game. It's so strange. You come, you go with the bus, with your own bus through the crowd, and it feels fantastic. It's great. It's support. It's everything. It's passion and all that thing. And then you come in. We come in our garage in the stadium, and then the first thing I heard, they smashed something on the bus of Man City, and it kills everything in that moment for us, for everything. It's not. You cannot be happy about that anymore. You don't feel it anymore. It's just another good example for that. You give people the opportunity to do something good because of a few idiots. It will maybe never happen again. So that's how it is. So, and changed everything. And then that Man City did what they did, and the medical staff of Man City did what they did after the game. I don't have, now my English is limited in this part, obviously. I don't have the right words for that, but it's outstanding. Gesture, it's an outstanding thing to do. So and leaves us even more in a situation where I think it was all strange. So atmosphere during the game was one of the best I ever experienced. But these things around, I changed my view. It's not okay. It's not like it should have been, and so. Yeah, nothing else to say about this.
After the game, we just spoke about the injury to Mo Salah. Has he been receiving treatment in some kind of oxygen chamber to speed up recovery? And just how serious is that injury for him?
So first of all, I don't think that it makes sense when we start talking here about what we do with the boys in rehab. So that would be maybe another place we have to talk about that. But of course, you can imagine that we tried everything to make him available. And still 24 hours to go, so pretty much 23 hours to go until we start, so let's see what happens.
You yourself are unbeaten in Merseyside derbies. Is that another indication of the importance that you put on these kind of occasions?
Oh, it's again a sign of the quality of my team and the character of the boys, and that we were in these games always spot on. None of them were easy, especially in the preparation. It's always difficult. You wish you, I said it. You wish you could prepare a game like this with 1 week training, stuff like that, because the importance of football is all in the people's mind. It's not that there's something really important in football. It's only what we make of it. And so the derby is the most important game for all the people, and so that's how we have to take it. We do the job. And the people have the dreams and the expectations and all that stuff. So an ambition we have them as well in the league with all the games. But in this very special game, we have to show up. And nobody cares how difficult it is for the one or the other side. You have to deliver. We know that, and that's what we want to try.
Thanks, Simon. How difficult a job do you have now in terms of your team selection, given the injury problems that you may or may not have going into it as well, and also trying to balance this game, next game, and knowing 4 wins is enough to get that top 4 finish in the Premier League? So how tough is this decision going to be in terms of your team selection now?
Not too much because of rotation or whatever. We have already a difficult situation. Everybody knows that. We have, if you lose a centre half out of the blue, if you lose then a centre mid in the same week, pretty much, another fullback centre half with an international break, and then another centre mid in around the international break. So it's not nothing. It's not really cool. And so now we have still the same number of games what we would have had with them. So of course we have to consider pretty much everything. But at the end as well, we need to have a lineup which gives us the opportunity to win the game, and that's what we will try.
And in terms of that opportunity, Danny Ings edging back to full fitness and almost getting there. He's never started under your reign here. What is his opportunity looking like for this weekend?
I'm sorry for that, but that would mean that it's a good moment. Thank God Danny is here and in a good shape. So I would say I would not guarantee it, but it doesn't look too bad that he could start tomorrow.
That's great for him, isn't it?
Great for me as well.
Just in terms then, kind of a quick look at the injuries. Is that okay? Or
it's okay. I have not too much to say about it. That's two reasons. I don't want to give any information away. That's the first one, and the other one, we want to wait a little bit. So that's all. We have a few hours to go until we go in the hotel. We have a few more hours until the game is the ref starts the game. So you will see who is available and who is not available when you see the lineup tomorrow, because it's not really about rotation or something like that. We need to find solutions, how it always is. But don't want to give too many informations away.
Jurgen, Alex spoke after the game to some of the reporters on Wednesday night, saying how you shouted at him, how you pushed him all the way, and now he's reaping the benefits of that. Can you just give us a little bit of an insight? Because the last 4 months he's just progressed so much.
Again, that's all because of his potential, because of his quality, and I think really we had a lot of talks, and Oxley loved Arsene Wenger. Really, they were working together for, I don't know, 6 years or whatever, things like that, and he never blamed Arsene Wenger for not improving enough or whatever. Sometimes it's only about changing the circumstances. That's it. Everything. So being in a different place, sometimes it can be, but only if you are aware of your problems. He always took it by himself. He thought, okay, I could do more. I could have done more. So to change something, but he was aware of it. He was not coming here and said, so now come on, make the best of me. Use me in the best way or whatever. He was from the first day ready for hard work. That's the most important thing. And so because of these new things, he experienced this, of course, a different style of football. It's not more Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain football or whatever. It's only different, and that gives you then the opportunity to do a few things not like you are used to. No, you have to do them in a new way. And that obviously helped him, and that was what we were hoping for, that when he comes here, that he can make the next step with us. But it was never because of Arsenal, never because of Arsene. It was always only because some things didn't work out that well anymore. It was never bad. It was never bad, only because Ox was as a kid that outstanding talent. People said, yeah, but it was not exactly what we would have imagined. And he is an outstanding talent still. And yes, still a lot of things to improve, no problem with that. But that's it.
In what way can he improve then? Is this?
Everything. In pretty much everything. We cannot make him quicker. We don't have to. We cannot really work on his technical, not tactical, on his technical ability. He is on highest level already. And now using them in the right moment, in the right spaces, in the right situations, making the best decisions you can make. That's all what all players can improve, and that's where he can improve, of course, as well.
James?
You showed a willingness the other night to use youth, or to at least put youth on the bench in Conor Masterson. Is there the chance we could see more youth in the squad this weekend? And could you talk a bit about the confidence you have in dipping into that if and when you need it?
Yeah, look, I said that I think plenty of times for young players, it's not about getting the opportunity, it's about being ready for the opportunity. So, and they now played Conor Masterson last year, U18, now his first year, U23s, still a very young lad, so it's a completely different experience. So they are around, but because we all gave the next generation on loan to different clubs, if you want, so like Ryan Kent, like Harry Wilson, Ovier, Ojo, Marco, I thought I said Harry, yeah, but all these boys are in different clubs now. But now that's how it is. Then you use the next generation, and they are there. They are really talented boys, really, and I'm always ready for using them. But in the right games, in the right moment, and so we will see when that will happen.
And just on Everton, what have you made of their season?
I have nothing to make about their season. It's not my job. It's only that I know for this weekend they will be motivated on highest level. They have a very good home record. They, if they struggle, I don't know if they see it like that. And it was a little bit more away, but now they won at Stoke. Then since then, I think they won the last 2 in a row. Not 100%, probably yes, away game and our home game. Was Man City there, right? But that's a different game, obviously. And so that's it. They are, I think, from a really good team, and have now with the Bolassis back, Walcott, new signing, Tosun in a good moment. So we have pretty much all together, apart, I think Sigurdsson probably is still injured. But that's a good football team. In defense, very experienced, all that stuff. And then I think that each Evertonian thinks at Goodison there must be a few extra percent of desire and stuff like that. So we need to be ready for that 100%. But I hope at the end it still is a football game. So that we really, I think in the last few years it was always a little bit like that. There was at least one very harsh challenge, overly harsh challenge, which I think in all the derbies I played so far, one thought always I have to do it a little bit overly hard. I hope we can go through that team without that, because we all have our targets and stuff like that, and we all need the players for that. But being ready for hard challenges, 100%. You need to be there. That's a derby, so we need to be on fire again and as well, and then we have a good chance there.
Carl. Diego. I know you said there's still 23 hours to go, but with it being the derby, how cautious would you have to be with Mo in terms of his consideration for tomorrow?
If it wouldn't be the derby or what?
No, because it is the derby and it is such a big game.
I cannot make Mo available because it's a derby. I would never do that. It's not possible. You cannot push a player through a game only because I don't even think any of our supporters wanted to do that. So if he's a doubt, he will not be involved. That's how it is. That's all. That's how it is with all of them. If they are not 100% fit, they cannot be involved. No, but that's all. But I would not rest the player with absolutely nothing. So with absolutely no problem, because that's our situation. We are used to play all 3 days. That's not the problem. And, nothing to do with Mo or any other player. It would be always the same decision. You are available, you're involved. You are not available, you're not involved.
So your thinking isn't, I know it usually isn't, but isn't skewed by the fact you you've got City on Tuesday?
You cannot actually do it like this, because you have no clue that everything can happen overnight. So player can get ill or something like that. The only way to really work in his job is to be focused always on the next game, and that's Everton. And after the game, you have to see what you can do with that. Then I said it before. The next game is never the reason for rotation. It's always the last game. So if I think after the last game we have to do this or that, then we will do it. But it's never anything to do with the next game.
Anything, Glenn, to mention on that? Okay, guys, thank you very much for that. Thank you, everyone.
Welcome.